So this phishing is another big tool in the scammer's toolbox. This is how a lot of these scams start. It's probably one of the most common ones we see. It's where they'll send you an email that looks like it's legitimate, but it's something that they created as a way to install that bad program on your computer or to get you to call them and start that in-person contact. Some of these, I mean, they're getting pretty good. They're starting to look legitimate. I've seen some that look like they're coming from AARP, some look like they're coming from a shopping website, or some looks like a healthcare publication. And they will go and take the actual company's logos online, build it into their email, and then send it off to you in hopes that you get in contact with them, and then they'll start their scam. Or a lot of times that those emails that looks like it's from an actual website, well, that's something that you click on in there, you click a picture, you click a link to take you to a different website, or it looks like that's where it's taking you, but instead you click that link and it gave some program access to download a different program onto your computer. And that's when you start getting these different programs like this malware that will again bring you back to your tech support scammer saying, hey, there's a program on your computer, I can remove that for you, but you have to pay me to get rid of it. And ultimately, they're the ones that created that program and installed it. And they stuck it on your computer, now they want you to pay them to get rid of it. So the big thing with this, just be cautious of some of the emails you get. If it's something you don't see a lot, read it over. Don't click on anything in it because it could open up something that you don't know. Or if it doesn't look legitimate, when in doubt, throw it out. If it looks weird, get rid of it. You get so many junk emails anymore these days that most emails you get aren't relevant anyways. So, to elaborate on this a little bit more here, it's a little bit more on the technical part of it. So after you click on a link, this would kind of open up what Nona was talking about, the screen mirroring. Another thing they call is a remote into your computer. So the remoting was actually designed with a legitimate purpose. It works really good. I mean, we will use that same type of technology here for the police department for our IT guys that are in an office in downtown Madison, but we can give them access to use our computers here in the McFarland Police Department. So that way they don't actually have to come down to a physical site and log into your computer to fix something. However, scammers found a way to exploit that. So some of these times you click that link, it can actually be a link to actually download a program like this that gave access to your computer to say, hey, let this guy in. And once they're into your computer, they can do with it just like it's theirs. All of your information is available to them at that point. So, and this is kind of that point that if something like this could have been on your computer, this is when I say unplug it, don't even turn it back on, take it somewhere to get it wiped. If there's anything bad on there, get it cleared off before it actually causes you any damage. And like I said, like those phone number spoofing apps, there's a lot of different programs out there that are made to remote into a computer like that. So I'll show you an example of some of the ones that I've seen here through work. So this one here was an Amazon email. It looks like it's from Amazon. And this was a fake order that was sent to a victim. And their main goal of this was to try to get the victim to contact the scammer, get in contact with them, and then once they got you on the hook, they keep you going. So hopefully this is fairly clear up here. So they send you something like this that you know you didn't purchase, and they expect you to cancel it and contact them to cancel it. And then a lot of times they'll say, oh, okay, this is an order made in error. Give us your credit card number, we'll refund this order to that account. And you think you're just getting a refund through Amazon, but now they have your credit card information and they're using that to do with whatever they please. So this email specifically had a couple red flags. So even though it's got Amazon's real logos up there and that looked legitimate, pay attention to the close details on this. I know it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but this call our toll-free number right there, it's missing some spaces, and there's some more spaces that are missed under that arrival date. So really small details that are very easy to miss, but it's very easy for a human typing this up to miss a space. Human error in an email and anything written is a lot more common than a computer email. If you get an email from Amazon, Walmart, Target, something like that for an order confirmation, that's automatically drawn up by a computer. There's no human input in that. That's a whole system doing that, and the computer systems don't have spelling errors like that. And the other big one here that was a big red flag for me was the actual email address where this one came from. So Amazon isn't going to send you, so your email address could be your name at whatever.com. That at whatever.com is called a domain. And a domain is for each individual company to say where the email originates from. So if you use Gmail, all of your emails will have at gmail.com because you're using Google's platform and all their technology to send an email. Amazon, such a big internet company that they are, has their own domains, their own computer systems, their own platforms. So Amazon, Walmart, Target, all of those big businesses aren't going to use an email that says at gmail.com. And another thing if you get something from Amazon, it's not going to say billing department, blah, 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 blah. That's just something that somebody typed up to create that. But again, if you're not looking specifically for these errors, it's very easy to confuse this as a legitimate email from Amazon. Here's another one that, again, uses Amazon's same type of design. It looks like it's from them, it looks like an order confirmation. These guys threw on some super high numbers on there to try to draw your attention. I personally, if I saw a $5,000 order from Amazon, I'd be slowing down for a second thinking, whoa, hold on, what's this? 'Cause, that's a big number. And that's the goal of this. They'll throw a big number to draw your attention, to get you to call them and say, hey, I didn't do this. And then, again, they got you on the phone there, and that's their goal, is to start a contact with you. So even though this email here, the very subtle thing on this is a format error with that phone number. So after this 810-522, all computers that automatically generate phone numbers, they won't have a dash in there. So again, really simple things that are very easy to miss, which is why a scammer missed them when they typed it, but it's errors that computers don't make. So, and legitimate emails that you get that come from a company for an order aren't going to have those on there. Another real simple check with these is, if you have an Amazon account, you're buying things online, and then you get a confirmation email like this that seems like if it's an order you don't remember making, you can log into your Amazon account and look and see if you have something under your recent orders that matches this email. And if there's nothing on your Amazon account under your recent orders that matches this, then you know that this is a scam. Real quick, I'm going to just kind of touch on some basic internet safety stuff. Always guard your personal information. Keep your passwords private, keep them to yourself. I can never remember passwords these days, with everyone's got their different requirements, so I have, again, my little book on my desk that, now you know where it's at, but the door's locked. But again, I have all of my passwords written down in one spot, because one, it's tough to remember, but keep them to yourself. Use secure networks. This is something that, like public Wi-Fi at a McDonald's, a bigger store, whatever, where you log onto Wi-Fi, it may not have protections like your home internet might have. So just be cautious of whose internet you're using, and because if it's a public internet, public Wi-Fi, you're on it, anyone else can be on it, and then anyone else can, if you're sharing the same network, you could be sharing some other information like that. I know a lot of people anymore have a lot of email or a lot of passwords and a lot of accounts linked from a phone to a TV to a computer. Just be mindful of what's on your computer. If you have a password saved there that's linked to your phone, if you have a mobile banking app, could that be linked to your computer? Again, just be careful what you click. A lot of these links look like it's telling you some good information, looks like it's taking you somewhere important, but instead it's secretly downloading something on your computer to give somebody access. So think before you click, and if it seems too good to be true, it very well could be.